Hey there, my friends. If you're a senior living here in the United States, this is one video you don't want to skip because something big is quietly being prepared behind the scenes, a new benefit for seniors in 2025. And believe it or not, almost nobody is talking about it yet. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Another announcement? Another promise? I get it. We've heard so many updates that never seem to make a real difference. But this time, things are actually changing. And this change could put extra money back in your pocket, help reduce your monthly expenses, and give you a little more peace of mind in these uncertain times. So, what exactly is happening in 2025? Well, I'll break it down for you in simple terms. The federal government, along with several states, has been working on a new plan designed to support older Americans, especially those living on fixed incomes. Whether you're retired, collecting Social Security, or still working part-time to make ends meet, this upcoming benefit could bring a real boost to your daily life. And the best part? You might qualify automatically without filling out endless forms or waiting months for approval. But here's the catch: hardly anyone knows about it yet. It hasn't made the big news channels, and even many local offices haven't received the full details. That's why it's so important to stay informed right now. You deserve to know what's coming, how it affects you, and what steps you can take to make sure you're not left out. Because let's be honest, every dollar counts these days. Groceries, rent, medications, gas, they've all gone up, and it's getting harder to stretch the same check across the month. This new benefit could ease that pressure just a little bit, giving you some breathing room where you need it most. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and stay with me until the end, because in the next few minutes, I'll walk you through exactly what this benefit means, who's eligible, and how you can make sure you're ready for it when it officially rolls out in 2025. And before we dive in, if you find this kind of information helpful, please take a second to like this video. It really helps more seniors find out about these updates, and it lets me know you want to keep seeing news that actually matters to you. All right, let's get into it. You're probably wondering, what exactly is this new benefit that's coming for seniors in 2025, and how does it really work? Well, the truth is, it's not just one simple program. It's part of a broader initiative to give seniors more stability in their golden years. The government has finally started recognizing that the cost of living has outpaced what many retirees are receiving through Social Security and other supports. So, this new benefit aims to fill in that gap, and the goal is to make sure older Americans don't have to choose between paying for their prescriptions and keeping the lights on. Now, before you think, oh, this sounds like another government promise, let me stop you right there. This one's different because it's being designed as a direct support credit, meaning it could show up as an additional payment or an automatic discount applied to certain essential expenses. The early reports mention areas like utility costs, prescription coverage, and food assistance. Imagine getting an extra $150 or $200 a month in relief without having to jump through a dozen hoops or wait months for approval. That's the kind of change that can actually make a real difference. But here's the part most people don't realize. This program isn't only for low-income seniors. It's being built with the idea that every senior has felt the pinch over the last few years. Even if you've worked your whole life, saved carefully, and budgeted smartly, the last few years have been brutal. Prices went up, savings didn't stretch as far, and everything from housing to healthcare costs has just kept rising. So this new benefit is meant to reach beyond the usual income limits and give broader support. That's why staying informed matters so much, because if you don't know about it when it launches, you could miss out entirely, even if you qualify automatically. Now, one of the reasons this new benefit is flying under the radar is that it's being quietly rolled out through existing systems, like Social Security and Medicare channels. That means you won't need to apply on a separate website or fill out tons of paperwork. In many cases, the eligibility will be checked automatically using the information you've already provided for Social Security or Medicare. You might just get a notice in your mailbox or see a small deposit show up in your bank account. And that's how you'll know it started. It reminds me of how some seniors first noticed the stimulus checks a few years ago. They didn't even expect them until suddenly there was extra money in the account. This new program might feel a lot like that. And that's why it's so important to make sure your information is up to date, your address, your banking info, even your contact details with Social Security. Because when this launches in early 2025, you'll want to be ready to receive it without any hiccups. Now, let's talk about why this is happening. Over the past year, reports from senior advocacy groups, retirement councils, and even Medicare boards have been urging Congress to take action. Seniors are spending more than 40% of their monthly income on housing and healthcare, and that's just not sustainable. So, in 2025, the government is taking steps to lighten that load. This new benefit is a direct response to those growing pressures. And while they haven't released the full name of the program yet, it's expected to be something along the lines of a senior cost of living support credit or senior stability benefit. Whatever name they land on, the purpose remains the same: to give seniors a fairer shot at a comfortable, dignified retirement. What's also interesting is that this new support might tie into improvements with Social Security adjustments. There's talk of using a more realistic measure of inflation for seniors, one that takes into account the actual cost of things like prescriptions, doctor visits, and groceries, not just gas and electronics. If that happens, it means your future cost of living adjustments could finally reflect what seniors really spend money on. It's one of those behind the scenes changes that doesn't get flashy headlines, but could make a huge difference over time. And I want to say this from the heart. I know so many of you have worked your entire lives contributing to this country, paying taxes, raising families, and building communities. You've done your part. So when a new benefit like this comes around, it's not a handout, it's something you've earned. It's a way of saying thank you for decades of contribution and giving back some stability when it's needed most. Now, if you're wondering when all this takes effect, the early timeline points to spring or early summer 2025. That means between March and June, you could start seeing the first signs, either through mail notifications, updated Social Security statements, or direct deposits. But here's the key: don't wait for someone to knock on your door and explain it. Stay proactive. Keep an eye on the official Social Security website. Watch for any letters marked from the SSA or Medicare, and always verify before sharing personal information. There will, unfortunately, be scammers trying to take advantage of seniors once this news becomes public, so make sure you're getting your updates only from official government sources or trusted community centers. Now, while we are on this topic, I want to pause for a quick second to say, if you're finding this video helpful so far, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps get this information to more seniors who might not otherwise know about it. You'd be surprised how many older Americans are missing out on benefits simply because no one told them in time. So you're like help spread awareness, and that's something powerful you can do right now. All right, let's keep going. Another thing you should know is that some states are planning to add their own local supplements on top of this federal program. For example, certain states that already offer senior energy credits or housing relief could choose to increase their amounts once the federal support kicks in. So if you live in places like California, New York, Florida, or Texas, it's worth checking your local senior services department or city website as we move into 2025. You could end up qualifying for double support, a federal benefit and a state one at the same time. It's also being discussed that the new benefit might reward seniors who continue contributing to their communities, things like volunteering, mentoring, or caregiving. It's not confirmed yet, but there's talk of small bonus credits for active seniors who stay involved locally. I think that's a beautiful idea because it not only provides help, but also recognizes that retirement doesn't mean slowing down. It means continuing to live with purpose. And let's be honest, that's something we all need a little reminder of sometimes. It's easy to feel forgotten in a fast-moving world, especially when everything seems to be about younger generations and technology. But you still matter. You have wisdom, stories, and experiences that can't be replaced. Programs like this are one way of saying, we see you, and we value what you've given. Now, will this solve every financial challenge seniors face? Of course not, but it's a meaningful step in the right direction. Think of it as the government finally acknowledging what seniors have been saying for years, that living costs are simply too high and the current system needs to catch up. When you put it that way, this isn't just a financial adjustment. It's a small sign of respect and appreciation. So, as we head into 2025, here's what I'd encourage you to do. Keep your paperwork in order. Make sure your Social Security and Medicare accounts are accurate. Talk to your local senior center about updates. Stay tuned to trustworthy sources like AirP, official government pages, or channels like this one where we break down what's actually happening in plain language. And most importantly, share this information with your friends. A simple phone call or message to another senior could help them get the same benefit you will. Before we wrap up, let me say this again. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with someone who might need to hear it. You never know whose day you could brighten by passing along information that makes their life a little easier. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next update, because I'll be diving into more details as soon as new announcements are made about this 2025 senior benefit. You've worked hard your whole life, and you deserve to know what's available to help you live comfortably, confidently, and without constant stress. This new benefit is one more step toward that goal, and I'll be right here to keep you informed every step of the way.